And there's nothing you can do to prevent even global warming. You're not that important. Don't lie to yourself. You can lie and say, yeah, carbon emission, save the planet, don't throw the thing in the ocean. The planet has always done whatever the fuck it wants, whether humans were here or not. So if you were to check the existence of humans versus the size, the age of the planet, of the whole 4.6 billion years, and we round it back or compress it to 24 hours, you guys as humans, you've only been on this planet for less than 3 seconds. You've not even done 5 seconds, not even 30 seconds, not even a minute, not even an hour.
Why you sacrifice human basis? When I kill you for
my erectile is not dysfunctional.
Let's use our president, for example.
Are you over 10,000 kilometers away from South Africa?
Conspiracy theorists. I can open the door for you to join the Illuminati.
Winning everyone.
NippyCast.
Hola, hey, who's a DJ Nipro here? Another edition of NippyCast. What volume is this? As always, I keep forgetting these volumes. Am I getting old? Okay, today I had a brainwave, so I was sitting there thinking that maybe sometimes as humans we overrate ourselves. Let me tell you why. Look, we were born on this planet. We didn't apply to be born here. We just woke up one day and then we had some house. Yeah? Like we didn't even know where we're coming from, right? So now I've realized over the past couple of decades of my life that people or humans, most of the humans have got an over-exaggerated sense of existence. So today I'm here to do a podcast to just maybe to highlight to you how non-important we are as humans. We are important, but we're not that important. And how small we are. And how of nothing we... Okay, I'm going to give you, I think, 2-3 examples just to highlight to you that maybe we are not what we think. This episode is proudly sponsored by the cannabis-flavored 6G chili beef biltong. Enjoy. Not for sale to persons under the age of 18. I'm going to start by the saying of, yeah, we are at the center of the universe. God loves us so much that they put us here. You see, it's not like that at all. Let me give you examples. Let's start with one. In fact, let's start with the size of a human versus the size of the planet. Let's say, if somebody once said, if we all jump, how many are we on the planet? We're all 8 billion people. If we all jump at the same time, will the world or the earth shake? No, it won't. It won't. Asking that question is similar to putting a bunch of ants, let's say 8 million ants on a soccer ball, and you expect them to move it. Like it's gonna move. In fact, not even a soccer ball. Think of a basketball because it's quite heavier. Yeah, I'm just trying to show you how hard of non-important you are as humans versus even the planet. The planet has been here doing whatever the fuck it wants for 4.6 billion years. You guys just got here now under 1 million years. And you think you're at the center of everything. You're not. You're not that important. You are maybe where you work, or maybe to your partner, or to your kids, or whatever you do for a living. But in the holistic picture of the whole universe and planet, as a human, you're just like an ant, just in a stadium. You're nothing. You know that. You're not at the center of anything, right? Yeah. Let's get that one out of the way. So, example number 1: the size of this planet is so small. It's similar to the size of you versus itself, if you're comparing it to the whole solar system and the universe. So let's use practical examples. I thought about this when I was at the stadium 2 nights ago. We were watching Orlando Pirates and the one of Monkeys. So now I was giving an example to a friend of mine, trying to highlight how small the planet is, or our galaxy, or our solar system is compared to the whole universe. Some of the discoveries that we just got now through the James Webb Telescope, which was launched in last Christmas to space. It took like a month or so to get up there. It's like 1 million kilometers up there. So the design of this telescope was made to see the edge of the universe. And then I've been arguing the fact that maybe the universe doesn't have an edge, simply because even back in the day we used to think the world was flat, and we realized that no, it's a ball. So there's no edge. Maybe there's an edge by the ocean where you can fall into the water, but you still go around. So you can just walk this way and then you appear back that way after a couple of number of kilometers or days, whatever, or months of walking. So it's a ball, right? So if you're saying the James Webb Telescope was designed to see the edge, what if there's no edge? What if also this universe is also in a form of a globe, inside another globe or something? We don't know. We haven't even gone that far. And that telescope took, I think, a good 20 years to manufacture. They're like the best scientists there. So now they want to see the edge. So now it gave us some pictures a couple of months ago. You when you look at those things, you see the way you see stars in the evening. Those stars that you see in the evening are like the sun of wherever that thing is. That's how far the thing is. And at least the sun here, you can see it and it can hit you up here and there, especially during your summer. So now, to show you that we're not at the center of the universe and we're probably nothing, we're probably not the only life out there.
This episode is proudly sponsored by the cannabis-flavored 6G chili beef biltong. Enjoy. Not for sale to persons under the age of 18.
This is the example that I thought of when I was at the stadium. Take tractors, or is it tractors? Tractors, tippers, those ones for the sand. Take as many as you can. Take them to the sea, or should I say to the beach, Durban Beach, Cape Town Beach, whatever beach, to the coast, the coastal area. Put as much sand as you can in those trucks. I don't know how many you would have to fill up. Maybe Orlando. Let's even leave Orlando Stadium. Let's use FNB Stadium. I want to show you how small you guys are. So in those trucks, put as much sand as you can. I don't know how many trucks it will take us. And you're going to fill it up all the way to the top of the what you call calabash. FNB is in a design. It's in a form of a calabash design type of vibe. You keep shipping in all the sand from the beach or whatever side of the ocean, whatever, all coastal sides of whatever. Then I'll bring it back to FNB Stadium, fill it up. Okay, I can use another stadium, even Moses Mabhida, whichever. Well, it will be closer to the ocean, but I want to use FNB so that it's relatable. Fill up that whole FNB Stadium, not with people with sand, the whole thing. Not fill up like a gig fill up, no, fill up like a whereby no one goes in anymore, like make a slab with sand type of vibe, all the way to the top of FNB Calabash, which is the design of the thing. I mean, that thing takes 90 or 105,000 people, full house, right? So I don't know how many grain of soil or sand. I don't know how many of that, a grain of sand. It will take to fill it up if we're counting grain by grain, 1, 2, 3, if we're counting that, right? So now, one of those trucks that you're using, or the tippers or whatever that you're using from Durban or Cape Town or wherever the coastal side you're using, wherever you're collecting the sand from in the coastal side, in one of those trucks, whatever number of trucks, hundreds of trucks, thousands of trucks, whatever number of trucks, right? Whatever measurement to fill up that stadium with sand. Take one grain of sand from one of the trucks, mark it with the color black. Sharp. Are we together? And then go fill up the stadium. And then maybe let's say, well, we don't know. We're mixing the marked grain of sand inside the stadium. So we don't know where it is, right? But we know it was in one of the trucks. But when it's at the stadium, we don't know which part of the stadium this black one would be at, the one that we marked, so that we can search. The size of the universe is almost, let's just say, the way we're seeing it now from that telescope is more like the whole FNB Stadium, right? And then the size of not your planet, don't get me wrong, of your galaxy is the size of that black grain of sand that you marked black inside that whole slab you created in the stadium. Now we say, go look for that. Go look for it in the stadium. After filling it up, go tell me if you're going to find how long it's going to take you to find the thing. And then inside that galaxy, which is the grain of sand, it's now this solar systems and then us and the planet and people now. To show you how small you are. That grain of sand, you need to break it into, think of now a blender. Put it in a blender, crush it as much as you can. It will have particles similar to dust. You guys, your planet is the size of that particle of dust from that grain of sand that we marked black, which is in the middle of somewhere in the stadium of FNB, in a slab somewhere. That is the size of your planet, not of your human. So you are currently like almost nothing, like as a person, as a human, compared to every single thing out there that is there. It will take you how long to get that? Would you want to answer that one? Under comment. Now, I think that's example number one. I just wanted to show you how small you are, right? You're nothing. Don't come in. No, you're in the whole overview of everything on this universe. You're nothing at all. No offense, me included. Am I breaking your heart?
This episode is proudly sponsored by the cannabis-flavored 6G chili beef biltong. Enjoy, not for sale to persons under the age of 18.
Yes, that was our sponsor, 6G chili beef biltong. Support, so that we keep the podcast going. They keep the lights on. Thank you to those who have been supporting and buying the biltong over the past year. They keep the lights on at NippyCast roundabout now. That's how we could get this far in terms of costs. So also tell your friends and like-minded people to subscribe to this podcast or to the actual channel. You can even get my music there, my mixes and podcasts for the past, I don't know how many, 5, 6, 7 years, somewhere there, if not 10 years, somewhere there. So do the right thing. Yes, going back to the importance of humans versus the universe. You thought you were big, ne? Now, okay, let's wrap it up now with an example. Let's say, well, there is something called the Big Bang. The Big Bang is where everything started. This apparently happened 13.8 billion years. Don't ask me if I was there. No, please don't be that narrow now. I was not there. This is based on research and watching things or reading books or just what the scientists are saying and astrophysicists and then everybody else. I would listen to podcasts of certain guys who are clued up about this, even guys at NASA and all like the telescope thing I'm about to speak about. So 13.8 billion years is when the Big Bang, everything happened. And the planets started forming, stars, like suns of other places. I'm sure there's like billions of other planets elsewhere. We don't know if there's other humans or aliens, whatever. We go back to the podcast I did about aliens, and I think I gave you an example. So now, another example here of, or should I just say example number 1 or 2, but okay, well, we might make them 3. Or 1 or 2, whatever, or 2.5, I don't know, whatever you call it. Another good example to show you how non-significant you are as humans. This Earth only formed, I think, 4.6 billion years ago, which is a good 8 billion years later after the Big Bang, the formation of the universe, right? So now it started 4.6 billion years. Now, coming to humans, you guys only started being in existence now under a million years ago. Do you know what that means? If I was to compare the whole 4.6 billion years into a 24-hour clock, like 24 hours is the whole 4.6 billion years, and versus the time that humans have spent on this planet, it has always done whatever the fuck it wants. It has been warming and freezing, and there's nothing you can do to prevent even global warming. You're not that important. Don't lie to yourself. You can lie and say, yeah, carbon emission, save the planet, don't throw the thing in the ocean. The planet has always done whatever the fuck it wants, whether humans were here or not. So if you were to check the existence of humans versus the size of the age of the planet, of the whole 4.6 billion years, and we round it back or compress it to 24 hours, you guys as humans, you've only been on this planet for less than 3 seconds. You've not even done 5 seconds, not even 30 seconds, not even a minute, not even an hour. An hour, to do an hour compared to the 4.6 billion years in the 24-hour clock spectrum that I'm trying to use as an example, you would have should have been here for like a billion years or so. Well, not even a billion. Let's say maybe a bunch of millions of 500 million years, somewhere there. So, and I can tell you now, I think you guys won't even make it beyond another 500,000 years because you're killing each other. You don't like each other. You are racist. You are xenophobic. You're not gonna make it. Someone is thinking of bombing and just go try to walk in the streets now. Someone might kill you for a fucking cell phone. You're not gonna even go that far. Maybe other creatures will come and take over. I don't know. But I can tell you for free, you are not that important. Yeah, I'm here to break your heart today. You need to be realistic. Stop thinking that, yeah, we are the... No. Let's go to another head break.
This episode is proudly sponsored by the cannabis-flavored 6G chili beef biltong. Enjoy, not for sale to persons under the age of 18.
Example number 2. Now, you see when you look at the sun is so far away, you actually think it's the size of the moon. It's not. And you probably think it's the size of the planet. No. Do you know how many planets we can fit inside that sun? Do you know? You want to guess? You can literally fit in 1 million of these Earths or planets into the sun. That's how far it is. But it just looks closer because it's so far. So far. I'll get you the exact measurement of the distance between here and the sun. And then I don't know. I know you can fit a good million Earths inside it. You know, that's how far the thing is. And then I was telling you, all the other stars that you see in the evening are suns of other places. And that's how far they are. They look so tiny. Some of them, they look so blurry. So yes, this podcast today was just to make you feel bad about thinking that you are at the center of the universe. And yeah, you're a human, you're all that. No, you're not. It's too small. You are a small boy. Thank you for watching NippyCast. I don't know what episode this is. Did I break your heart? Sorry. You will heal.
Why you sacrifice human basis? I'm gonna kill you for one.
My erectile is not dysfunctional.
Let's use our president, for example.
Are you over 10,000 kilometers away from South Africa?
Conspiracy theorists.
I can open the door for you to join the Illuminati.
Including everyone.
NippyCast.